Hi there, I'm Lisa. Welcome back to my channel and Happy New Year. This is my first creative video of 2019 and I'm going to start with a project today, something that I always love to do for the start of the year. I'm going to be creating what I call as my year's review. I'm going to include a little photo, one I've chosen from each month, and I'm going to do 12 from the year, and it gives me a little snapshot of each month. I like to do it at the start of every year, and I just think it's a really nice page to have at the back of my scrapbook. Now obviously we've got a lot of photos, a lot of detail to add just to the one 12 by 12. So you need to go careful with detail, otherwise it just looks completely swamped and overly busy. Now something I've done a few times, and I am going to go back to it today, I'm going to use tags. I like creating on tags a lot. These particular ones are a really good size and I can fit 12 on here quite nicely. I did look at doing glassine envelopes, but I literally filled the page, so that didn't work too well. Obviously if you've got slightly smaller ones, that could work really well. And I've also got mini envelopes, and I do love mini envelopes, but it just makes this particular page very, very dark. I really did like the page here with the graph and the frame. This is from my Cocoa Daisy kit, and I just think it goes really, really well. So I've decided not to use the envelopes, despite them working quite nicely with this project, but I like the tags. So I'm going to go with some mixed media, add some paints, add some papers, just make it really pretty. So I've got the darker frame but with the coloured tags inside, and then I can add a bit of journaling and add the photos at the end. So that's what I'm going to do today. So I've got the 12 tags, and I'm going to start by, I'm taking some of the Cocoa Daisy papers from the pocket kit, and I'm going to start by doing some strips of paper over each tag. I've trimmed my photographs down slightly just to make them a little bit smaller, and I've decided to trim down the tags as well. And rather than just straight lines, whoops, I am going to use one of my EK Success punches. Actually, let's make that smaller even still, just to give it a little bit of a frilly edge. And I'm going to do that with each of the tags. I'm really happy with these little edges, they make quite a nice difference. I'm actually going to take the strings off, as I've decided to use paper at the top, again just to add a little bit more colour. And then I'm just going to spread a little bit of cream paint over the top of each tag. I will grab my heat gun as well, just to speed up the drying process, just so I can just get on with them and I don't have to wait between each stage. I'm using an old gift card for the to apply the paint, and I'm just going to leave them like that, and I'm going to do that on each one. Right, they're reasonably dry. I'm just going to add a little bit of colour using this stencil, which I will link up below, and also this peony ink spray from Dilutions. I'm moving it so it doesn't go completely over the stencils. There we go. I want it to be slightly different on each one. Now I'm going to use the cardstock here to use almost like ribbons at the top. You could also colour in the strings from the tags. I've done that many a time. A little pot of water with some ink or some paint, dip them in and let them dry. But I am actually going to cut some little strips, and again just to add a little bit more colour to the top of the tags. So I'm just folding over the cardstock, and I'm going to attach it to the top there with a staple. I've swapped out my silver staples for blue ones instead, just to again just add a little bit more colour. Well, I've definitely got more colour added to the page now. I've got this teal ink here, which I'm going to go around the edges. So I've got kind of like this brown, cream, greeny pink and teal combo going on, which I quite like, and it is one of my favourite combos, bit of pink and a bit of teal. So I'm going to go around the edges because again you can see the difference between the two. Just adding a little bit of pink on the teal on the edges, a little bit of ink really makes a difference. So I'm just sticking my tags down. I've got these two already in place. I'm literally just adding a little bit of double-sided sticky tape to the center, then that way if I want to slide anything around it or reposition it, it just makes it that little bit easier. I don't really mind about these sticking out over the top because it's going to be free and sticking out the album, so it's not the end of the world. Really pleased that I've gone with these colors. I do like creating in color, and the brighter the better. And this has definitely added some colour to my page. And it's now time to add each photo to the centre of the patterned paper on each tag. I've just gone around the edge of each photo with a silver marker just to help it stand out a little bit. I do usually have white borders on my photos, but I have used a silver marker here. Now, I've spoken a lot, especially in my chat group, which is that there is a link below. I do have a community group if you wanted to join. I have printed these photos off on my sprocket. Now, I always say about how the quality isn't super sharp, but I just thought I would give you a little bit of a close-up so you can actually see how they've printed. They're not too bad, are they? Just obviously not quite as crisp if you would have printed them off on a regular photo or had them professionally printed. Now I want something which has the month on each tag so you can easily see which is which month. And I'm going to use this stamp here. This was inside the little classified pack, and I literally just want that bit there. I'm going to do super lazy stamping here. Let's see if I can pull this off. I literally only want the months, so I'm going to stamp it onto the white card. Oh no, I didn't do so well. Let's try again. Being too lazy, I can't be bothered to stick it onto an acrylic block. Yeah, I can get away with that. And I'm going to cut these out and stick on the tags. So all the months are now stuck on, and I'm going to add some wording along with 2018. I'm going to be using these thickers. They're American Crafts, and they also come in the Cocoa Daisy kit. Now the thickers don't really stand out too much. They kind of blend in a little bit, which is what I don't want. I think the 2018 bit is important, so I can do one of two things: either change the colour of the thickers or change the colour of the background. And I think because they're kind of like foamy metallic, I think it will be easier to change the colour of the background. And I'm going to be super lazy, just stick my finger in this pot of paint and paint along there. This is so messy. I'm such a messy creator. Right, I'm going to do 2018 flew by because we've got the oh, they're moths, aren't they? I hate moths. I've just realised that. Let's pretend they're butterflies. Some look more like butterflies. And I'm going to stick more butterflies on there, definitely not moths, and make a play on the flew by. So I think I need to wash my hands now. That just stands out a little bit better now. I've also got this pack here. This was also in the classified kit. I'll show you. Oops. And actually I might add a few bits and pieces for decoration, because that's the problem when you've got quite a lot going on your page. It's difficult to add design. Right, I'm chopping that butterfly in half for a reason. Now I'm going to add half there because I've only got the one. I might actually paint that and half there. And then I've got a few stickers here as well, which I'm going to add. So I've added one of the stickers to each of the tags, as you can see, and now I'm going to add a tiny little bit of journaling to each one. And that is my finished layout. It does look quite busy, but it's actually, when you look, closely. It's really pretty. So I'll go through each of them. We've got Louis' 16th birthday. We took him to see Chelsea play. That's been his team since he was 3. Treat time. Kids had a week off, so I took them out for ice creams. March was my birthday. I treated my whole family, my sister's family and my mum and everyone to donutting. And then April, Louis finally left his 11-a-side as he was then too old. So after doing that since he was 7, we stopped weekend football. Family trip to Alton Towers for my mom's birthday. All of us went and met up there. Louis left school in June and that was his prom night. July we had a family trip. We did a big US road trip. Met my dad in Tennessee. Then my dad visited in August and we did lots of family things. We moved Holly to uni in September. In October, Louis got his first job. He's now working in Waitrose a couple of evenings a week. Then in November, Louis wrote and produced his first drama production. So that was that evening. And there's one for December. My brother always comes to us for Christmas, so that's one with him. So that is our very busy year. It's really nice to see it all down. I was going to colour in these butterflies, but actually I'm going to leave them as they are. So I would love to know, do you do anything like this? Do you do anything at the end of the year to show just a quick glimpse of each month? I really do like having this at the back of each scrapbook each year. I just think it's a really nice way to finish it off. So let me know, what do you do? I would love to know. Thank you so much for watching, and I wish you a wonderful 2019. I'll see you soon. Bye.